coffee. But forget the coffee. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to Infinite Real Play. My name is Nelson, your totally most power gamer and GM at times. And I want to talk about getting greedy with Dungeons and Dragons. With this on screen, you see is the Unearthed Arcana 5 available from WotC on their website. It's freely available, freely downloadable. Feel free to get it. They have listed some variant rules. One being not the variant alignments, but the one I want to talk about is the optional rule for vitality. Now, the way they do vitality in this optional rule is you have vitality, you have hit points. You still keep your hit points, and your vitality score is equal to your constitution score. The way vitality is damaged is in two ways. The first being for every 10 points of hit point damage you suffer, you also apply 1 point of damage to your vitality score. The second way being is if your hit points reach 0, but you still have vitality left, all further damage is removed from your vitality score on a 1-to-1 basis. The only way you drop is if both your hit points and vitality points are 0. The way you recover vitality points is 1 point plus your constitution bonus upon a long rest. So, for example, if you have constitution of 15, you would recover 3 points of vitality upon a long rest. You can also recover vitality through healing magic. However, you recover 1 point of vitality for every 10 points of healing once your hit point maximum is already at max. Once your hit points are at maximum, any further healing you get is applied to vitality on a 10-to-1 basis, or a 1-to-10 basis. You know, for every 10 points of healing that you receive beyond your maximum hit points, 1 point of vitality is recovered. I think that's the right way to say it. Now, that's good enough the way it is. However, the way it's written here, when you take damage to your vitality, and your vitality is reduced, your hit point maximum is also reduced. Meaning for every 2 points of vitality you take, you lose 1 hit point per level. Right? So, let's just say, for instance, if you got hit for 20 points of damage, you would lose 20 hit points and 2 vitality points, which would then in turn reduce your hit points further by 2 hit points. No, by 1 hit point per level. Right? So, for instance, let me load up a calculator. Maybe we can keep track of this a little bit better. Boom, calculator on screen, right? Say if you're a fighter, if you're a level 5 fighter and have, I don't know, 54 hit points, right? You get hit for 20. So, 20 damage gives you 34. Great! Your fighter has 15 constitution. Great! They have 2 hit points. I don't know how I got 54 for level 5. It should be 60. I'm an idiot. I know. So, let's say your fighter has 60 hit points, right? Level 5, max hit points every level, 15 constitution. Okay? That's the example. That fighter gets hit for 20 points of hit point damage. So 60 minus 20 would leave you only with 40. However, he takes 2 points of damage to his vitality, reducing his vitality from 15 to 13, which reduces the modifier. So he also takes an additional hit to his hit points equal to 1 for every level. He's level 5. He has to take 5 more points of damage. That's interesting. That's cool. It it sort of mitigates that slog, that tree chopping thing where high levels of fighter or barbarian just are take forever to kill, and it brings a little bit back of that deadly combat. Here's the problem. If you haven't figured it out already, it's a lot more math, a lot more housekeeping. I think that sucks. The way we used to do it back in Dungeons and Dragons 3.0 days, well, me and a few of my compadres, right, was that, again, your vitality equaled your constitution score, and you had hit points as normal. But back in 3.0 days, we had touch ACs, and we had subdual damage. Our hit points represented our subdual damage, and our vitality represented lethal damage. If an attack were to affect you and not surpass your AC, but hit your touch AC, you would take subdual damage. So the hit points were removed. The damage was removed from your hit points. However, for any attack made against you that surpassed your AC, it would count as a lethal attack, and you would take damage from your vitality. Critical hits in that 3.0 days using vitality would come straight out of your vitality. This would all be on a one-to-one basis, making combat incredibly deadly at any level. Incredibly deadly at any level. And I'm incredibly thirsty at the coffee level. Wonderful. So, this is my idea for that real dangerous, frightening, deadly combat in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition with less housekeeping. This is my idea. And I would like some feedback, see what you ladies and gents in the community think. What if we used vitality? You still did the whole thing where your vitality equaled your constitution score, but vitality and hit points were damaged independently. Vitality is when you take those hits that you bleed out, you bleed, you're like, ow, nasty, crazy, and your hit points are just the bumps, the bruises, the small nicks, scrapes, scratches, and scuffs. The things that don't really matter, right? And this is my idea. If an attack is made against you, and the attack's total is higher than 10, but beneath your armor class, the damage should come out of your hit points. If the attack is rolled against you, or I should say, if an attack rolls a 10 or an effect, okay, damage comes out of your hit points. If you are affected by the effect, the damage should come out of your vitality. And if you're hit by an attack, that, of course, you're hit by the attack, the roll exceeds your armor class, the damage should come out of vitality on a 1-to-1 basis. What do you ladies and gents think about that? Is that too deadly? Is it too frightening to want to attempt, to want to engage in? With basic stats maxed at 18 without any magic items. At any level, you could be killed by one hit. That's pretty dangerous. Or would you, ladies and gents, like the modifier of 10? Damage is always divided by 10. And every 10 damage deals 1 vitality point. I don't like that. That's not dark. It's not gritty. It just... You know, you've got to do a lot of damage. I know the way they set it up. Theory crafting, it slopes. You know, there's a curve. The more damage you take, the lower you get, the faster you die, because, you know, your hit point maximum is also reduced. But it's a lot of math. Nice, simple, you know, simple hits. If your AC is surpassed, or if you fail a save for a spell or an effect, take that out of vitality. Ooh, you know, that's dangerous, that's dark, that's gritty. That makes things that go just people don't do, like taking a dodge action, so much more powerful. Right? Taking dodge actions is already one of the best things you can do in the freaking game. I don't see people doing it. When I play games, run games, people don't take dodge actions. I don't understand why. But it just doesn't seem to be much of a thing. And, you know, if one hit could drop you at any level, it also makes every monster in the book relevant. Your little lone goblin, you know, or an orc. I've got an axe. I hit you. I do D8 plus 2. Well, if you have a 10 Constitution, that D8 plus 2 is going to take you out. Right? Or, what about this? A moment of inspiration in my head. You've seen it live, sort of. Recorded live. There you go. Any attack or effect that you're hit with that surpasses your armor class modifier, or you fail to save, the damage comes out of your vitality on a 1-to-1 basis. Once you reach 0 vitality, you take a level of exhaustion and reset your vitality to max. Right? That way, you know, it represents the fact that you're getting beat up and you're like, ugh, you're getting slogged down. However, no howevers. I think that's pretty dangerous. That's pretty sick. You know, one hit can really hurt you, really take you out. Like, oh my goodness, one hit could seriously damage you. But you won't die from one lucky hit. You know? It's almost like taking 6 hits, because on the 6th level of exhaustion, your character drops, you're dead, you're gone. But yeah, you know what, it takes a long rest to heal exhaust. I think I like that. I would love to try that out. And again, let me get some feedback. Let me know what you ladies and gents think of that. Vitality. You have vitality and hit points. For every attack that misses you, but the attack's total exceeds 10, let that damage come straight out of your hit points. When your hit points reaches 0, you have no buffer, nothing to protect you. Any attack at that point, which rolls 10 or higher, once you reach 0 hit points, comes straight out of your vitality, the damage, on a 1-to-1 basis. You know, damage done to vitality is done on a 1-to-1 basis. Anytime you are hit with an attack that does exceed your armor class, or you fail your saving throw for an effect or spell, on a 1-to-1 basis, the damage comes out of your vitality. Once you reach 0 vitality, you gain 1 point of exhaustion, and your vitality and vitality alone is reset to max. upon reaching your 6th level of exhaustion, you lose your character. You're dead. You're done. You're gone. No need for death saving throws or that pulpy sort of, no, dark, gritty, nasty, dangerous. What do you ladies and gents think? I think I might be getting a little bit too excited about it, but yeah. Comment below, let me know. My name is Nelson. This has been Infinite Roleplay, and hope you enjoyed the chat. Peace.